actor Anthony A.J. Johnson, who many of you guys know from the classic movie Friday, passed in early September. Well, his wife went to social media in need of financial assistance to cover his funeral expenses. And luckily, the public helped the family raise over $70,000 through their GoFundMe page. Ladies, this got me thinking, how prepared are you now, or should you be for death? I mean, do you guys feel that most people even talk about life insurance?
No.
Oh, it feels so morbid.
Especially in a lot of in our black community. But when I was growing up, there was always this man that was walking around the projects with his little suitcase, and my mama would never answer.
Yes!
Wouldn't answer the door.
Don't answer the door.
Don't answer the door. To sell life insurance.
Yes.
You know. But as my mom got older, she realized that she needed it, because one day she let him in and he told her, he said, you are a single mother and you have children. You need to leave something, and it's pennies on the dollar.
Yeah.
You know, people don't understand that.
Right.
So it's like, life insurance is needed.
It is needed, but we never talked about it. Like growing up, I never heard my family talk about it. We didn't know about wills, you know, because also superstitiously, if you talk about it,
it's gonna happen.
Yes. So we didn't talk about it, we didn't do it. And I've said this before, like when my mom passed away, she left debt and she didn't have a will. So we were responsible for that. And I have a family member who we were talking about, and she's like, she's my niece, and she was saying, like, when her mom passes away, it's gonna be up to them.
Yeah.
But I feel like it's morbid sometimes, but you have to do it.
It's hard.
You have to do it, but
this is what I've always said in school, by high school. Why don't we have a life finances class? And it shouldn't be a curriculum.
Yeah.
It should be, yes, it should be expected to take so that you learn about savings, investments, credit cards, and life insurance.
Yes.
Like, it's not something that you only need to get when you're wealthy. Life insurance actually doesn't cost that much.
Yeah.
And
It doesn't.
actually,
And fun fact, your debt does not disappear when you pass away.
No.
Right,
It
right.
does not go voila
No, it
into
doesn't.
the air.
No,
Yeah.
it
I
doesn't.
gotta go do a dang on car wash to cover everybody's funeral expense.
Right.
You know, in the
But
hood,
that's
that's what you
really
do. We doing a car
hard.
wash.
Right. That's what a GoFundMe is for, not for birthdays. We talked about that last time.
I'm so glad GoFundMe came up, because I got tired of washing cars.
But you know what? I have to say, is it Michael? What's his name? Michael came. Is it Michael Johnson who gave the $10,000? Because he's like, he said if
it was
AJ
a couple of people. Offset gave $5,000. This is to AJ's fund. Also, Michael Blackston.
Michael Blackston, that gave $10,000.
A lot of us came through, you know, and this is the thing about AJ. AJ was so funny, and I know he was in a lot of movies, but y'all, back in the 80s, come on, Fancy. They wasn't paying us
No,
in
thank
movies.
you for saying that. I mean, thank you for
Yeah,
saying that. For so long, we weren't paid what we were worth.
Yes.
And we took any job because we had to support our
And
family.
people just automatically think that because you're
On
famous
TV,
or a celebrity,
you got money. Right, and Gabrielle Union recently said that, you know, a lot of black celebrities are 1 or 2 checks away from not being able to pay our bills because we haven't been paid our worth.
Yeah.
So it's just now starting to happen. So just because you see someone on TV doesn't mean that they've got money coming out of the walls.
But
so
also, as celebrities, and especially the black celebrities, we need to have a will.
Yes.
Prince, I think I think they still looking for his. You know, Aretha, she got a couple of them around. You know what I mean? It's like those old wise tales of it's morbid, is this. We got to get over, because it's generational wealth. You're giving away generational wealth. Take care of your family, so I ain't got to do a car wash. That's all I'm asking.
Fine.
Okay.
Guys, my issue with life insurance is that I watch too much Dateline. How about that? Okay, everybody's killing everybody for the life insurance. Israel the other day was like, babe, we should discuss. I started looking at him like, don't play me. Don't play me.
You can
not
do it
going
in
on
private.
Like,
you don't have to even tell them. That's the thing about life insurance. You can have one and don't even let them know.
And let me just say this also, even if you write it on a piece of paper, you don't have to go get a lawyer and spend a lot of money. If you write it on a piece of paper, you date it, you sign it, that's good enough.
Are you ready for this, though? They've actually taken it a step further. My brother-in-law, Jared, is a lawyer, and he said actually the best way to do your will and testament is actually video, because no one can change that. They actually say that's best because obviously there are trickery and ways, and people will switch it up and be like, oh, Garcelle want to leave her house to me. No, if it was a video, it's much harder to make changes.
You got your cousin over there with some whiteout. What is that?